Tristen Law Show. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Tristen Law, semi-retired pro wrestler. Today, I'm your host. Saturday night's main event is tomorrow night, streaming on Peacock in the US and YouTube internationally. And if you must know, if you need to know where I'll be in the UK tomorrow night. We've got huge championship matches. We have got legacies on the line and stories that were months in the making. And we're breaking it down every match for you and giving you our predictions before the fireworks kick off for tomorrow night. And as you know, I'm not alone. I have the Riddler here with me today.
Yes, I am the Riddler's granddaughter.
Jess the Yapton?
You're Yapton, Jess. Yes. Yes. Happy Cosplay Awareness Day. For those who do not celebrate Halloween, happy Cosplay Awareness Day. I hope you all enjoy your candy.
It's also known as happy, help your dentist buy a house day, because with all the candy that you eat, your dentist will probably be able to buy a house, but I don't eat candy. But today, Jess, we are doing a preview episode of Saturday night's main event. It is a prediction show, so everybody in the chat, make sure you get ready. Drop your predictions in the chat. There's also a poll going on, and I'm asking right now, which match are you most excited about? Is it Cody versus Drew? Is it Tiffy versus Jade? Is it Mysterio, Penta versus Rusev? Is it Punk versus Jey Uso? Let us know, right? Because we want to know who's walking out with the gold. And what we're going to do is we're going to start this off with the match, one of the matches that got everybody talking. The match I'm talking about is I love pressing buttons, is the WWE Undisputed Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. At Saturday night's main event, Cody Rhodes defends his Undisputed WWE Championship against a relentless Drew McIntyre in a bitter rematch. After Drew McIntyre brutally attacked Cody Rhodes with a claymore that sent his head through an announce table. Cody Rhodes returned weeks later for payback. Their rivalry reignited at WrestlePalooza, where Cody Rhodes narrowly retained after a referee mishap. Refusing to quit, Drew McIntyre later defeated Jacob Fatu to reclaim his #1 contender spot, but now it's personal. Only one man will walk out with the gold, and when they collide at Saturday night's main event, it's going to be colossal. Jess, this Drew has been chasing this moment since the pandemic robbed him. He got bamboozled, flim-flammed, and okey-doked.
Yeah, look, I didn't get to see the pandemic run, but I definitely saw what happened after that. I saw when he won and our man Damian Priest cashed in on him. And that's when I knew it's not about to look good. So yeah, I do agree that Drew has definitely been flim-flam, bamboozled, and kind of been pushed to the side here in the Wrestle universe. I have to agree. So who do I think will win, Trish? This one's hard to say because I do love me some yapping Cody Rhodes. That is my brother from another yapping mother. But I need Drew to have his redemption. I do. I want Drew to just to feel it, just to have it in his hands. Just for maybe a couple of months or two. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe at War Games, or maybe Royal Rumble, maybe. We'll see who it will be the next WWE superstar. Or it might be Cody Rhodes again. Who knows?
You see, Jess, I understand why Drew McIntyre feels the way that he felt.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We all go through pro wrestling school because we want to main event WrestleMania. We go through pro wrestling school because when we main event WrestleMania, it's going to be our crowning moment because everybody will be able to see us. But Cody Rhodes didn't get that. I mean, not Cody Rhodes. Drew McIntyre didn't get that. Drew McIntyre had to share his win at WrestleMania in the Performance Center when nobody was watching. There was only one fan in attendance, Jess. You know what that fan was?
Who?
The ceiling fan. That was the only fan in attendance for Drew McIntyre's for his win where he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. There was no fireworks. There was no fanfare. And you know, that was the only WrestleMania. The only WrestleMania where everybody got to watch it after it happened because everybody was watching it at home. Drew McIntyre got screwed because of the pandemic. He was supposed to carry the company on his back, and he got flim-flammed, he got bamboozled, and he got okey-doked because of COVID. I get why he's upset. And the time when you think he has his opportunity, Damian Priest comes and takes it from him.
Yes.
Like the brother just can't win.
I mean, I actually like that feud. I think out of all of Drew's feuds that he has had thus far, I think him and Damian's was the favorite. Mm-hmm. I feel like that feud and that match brought him back up. That built him back up to this point right now. So yeah, he got flim-flam, and he got bamboozled, he got hoodwinked. But honestly, he needs to thank Damian Priest, because if it wasn't for Damian Priest, we would not have him right now. We would have Damian Priest.
Well, Cody right now, he's the face of the WWE. The Undisputed Champion is the face of the WWE. But I think that the cracks are showing, and he's spreading himself a little bit too thin. I always said that I think Cody Rhodes is a heel, right? Because Cody Rhodes is a little bit too damn naive to be running around like a babyface and not to know when he's in danger. Fernando's in the chat. Fernando says hello. Happy Friday to me and you, Jess. I want to say happy Friday back to you, Fernando. But Fernando says this. Fernando says Randy Orton is going to cost Cody the championship match tomorrow. You know what?
I can agree.
I can agree with that too. Let me tell you why. Drew said Randy said I'm coming for you. Randy Orton's been sitting on the bench a little bit too long, helping everybody, playing grab ass with everybody, helping everybody win the championship. So what about Drew? What about Randy Orton? Randy Orton has the same exact start time, give or take a few months, as John Cena. Mm-hmm. John Cena is just as important. Well, Randy Orton is just as important to John Cena's career, just like Edge was, just like CM Punk was, right? And what is Randy Orton doing now? Busy helping his friends? It ain't fun when all the homeboys can't get them. Maria says, Happy Halloween.
Hey, Maria. Hi, girl. Hey.
So do you feel that Cody Rhodes is spreading himself a little bit too thin as the champion?
Yes, I think so. And I think I agree with a lot of people on social media that it is getting a little bit I don't want to say boring, but stagnant.
Like
you
old,
know what
like
I'm
old
saying?
water.
Every time we turn around, Cody's talking about, what do you want to talk about? And I'm like, well, Cody, I want to talk about how boring your run has been thus far. But that's none of my business. But I think Randy we've been trying to figure out what's going on with Randy for a while now. He's even been trying to figure out what's going on now. So I think if it doesn't cost Cody the match, it's going to cost Drew the match. And then maybe, just maybe, we might have a contenders match between Drew and Randy all over again, maybe. Or a three-way, since we already have a three-way with the Intercontinental. Seems like they're trying to bring back three-ways a lot, a whole lot.
And they're trying to fit more people into the story to where it matters most.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't see it becoming a three-way involving Randy Orton, but I could tell you this. I could definitely, if you're asking me, Jess, let me ask you first. Who do you, and everybody watching right now, whether you're watching live or demand, answer right now in the chat. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Cody Rhodes or is it going to be Drew McIntyre? Jess, listen, Jess, I know you. I know you. Because you're going to say, well, I want Randy, I want Cody to win, but I want Drew McIntyre to win. No, you have to pick one. You can't straddle the fence today. You can't straddle the fence today. No.
I can't stay on the middle.
No, you can't play in the middle because this thing too little. No. You have to pick one. So go ahead, Jess. Who's going to win?
And look, y'all see how he just did me now? Just put it all the light on me just now. See, Trish, you're just mean. You're mean.
Me mean?
Drew.
Wow, you actually picked somebody.
I'm going to say Drew.
Well, let's give her
with an intervention from Randy Orton.
All right, explain yourself.
Explain myself. Well, one is because even though I am a Cody fan, it's been a very boring run. He doesn't defend the title that much, and I feel like it is time for Drew to have his chance. I mean, we're seeing the whole thing with him playing. Well, I don't want to say playing with us, but interacting with us as fans on social media. Like, think about all the things, like, bored at work, the shirts. Though he is a heel, he's been interacting with us a lot and trying to get us, get us to like him, rather heel or whatever. So I think he deserves at least 90 days. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe defend it at WrestleMania or something like that. But I think Drew, if Drew is given the opportunity to have the run as this is the WWE, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun. And I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of Triple H right now, but I think he's trying to go for a villain's run this year for the 2025-2026 wrestling season. Mm-hmm. I was like, it feels like you want to give all the heels their opportunity. Like, real life, give all the heels an opportunity to hold the championship for a little while, and then we can really start getting stuff back going on again. Then we can bring back the heroes. Like, hey, no, don't like you.
So I think 100% that Cody Rhodes is walking out of there with the championship. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I don't see any reason right now why Drew McIntyre should walk out with the championship story-wise. Now, I want to piggyback off something that Maria just said. Here's what Maria said. Maria says that I think Cody took out Jacob and is framing Drew. Remember when Triple H put Shawn through the car window and Triple H pretending he was investigating who done it for a whole Raw until Shawn exposed him? I agree 100%. I feel that this is the best way to put Jacob Fatu into the main event picture. Now, Jacob Fatu, and I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. I remember seeing Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu's been in WWE, call it 2 years? I remember going to an indie show to go visit some friends, and Jacob Fatu was there. Jacob Fatu has had the fastest rise of anybody in the last, 5 years, 10 years in the WWE who hasn't had to go through WWE. And Penta, no. Penta was already on regular TV. No, a lot of people...
but his rise for... The rise at Raw and SmackDown, no, that needs to be studied between him and Jacob. But we know how Jacob got in.
But people knew who Penta was before. If you were somewhat of a wrestling fan, you knew who Penta was. You had to be like, in order to find out who Jacob Fatu was, you would have to be a tape trader. Back in the day, Jacob Fatu was making waves in MLW. Good guy. He actually got onto the show because he subbed in for Alpha, because Alpha Jr.'s father was sick at the time, so he was in that main event match. And I think it's great for him. I love it when a guy that was born and bred in the Indies is doing his thing in the WWE right now. Knowing what it costs and what we get paid on the Indies, knowing that Jacob Fatu's making that WWE money right now. I'm so glad that he's where he is. He deserves it, and he is the person that's going to be maybe taking us through after WrestleMania. I don't know, but I 100% believe that Cody is the person that you least expect. We're going to get that novella gas. That oh my God, like who it was Cody. Look, I knew that it was Cody the whole entire time. You can't bamboozle, flim flam me, or okey doke me. But I think that Cody's babyface run has started to feel repetitive. Like we've seen it before. It's nothing new for me.
I don't know if I can see our man Cody as a heel. I'm sorry. I mean, it would be fun to see how it works out, but I'm like, what? We're about to get Gold Dust again, or what was it? Dust Star?
Nah, that ain't never coming back. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nah, they ain't coming back.
I don't know. I like the American. What are we going to get Homelander now? Like, what does Cody Rhodes as a heel look like?
Okay. I'm glad that you asked that. So when Stone Cold Steve Austin turned heel, right? When he made that promo at the 1996 King of the Ring, when Doc Hendricks was standing there, it says, Stone Cold Steve Austin says, oh, you got your Psalms, you got your John 3:16. Well, Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass. The only difference, Stone Cold Steve Austin was a heel at the time. The only difference between Stone Cold Steve Austin as a heel and Stone Cold Steve Austin as a babyface was who they put in front of him. Stone Cold Steve Austin was the same exact person. Once they gave him Vince McMahon as his number one villain, right? That was his Lex Luthor. Once they gave that to Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was automatic babyface at that point. So all they have to do is if you take Cody, you want Cody to be a heel, right? Maybe you give him some kind of way to where he can stack the odds against somebody else like Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns was the heel, they stacked the odds at Roman Reigns and gave him the whole entire bloodline. But I think that if Drew doesn't win here, he might not be world champion for a pretty long time.
Yeah, shoot, right. I think he's going to get shelved. I think, and honestly, I think that's why he's moving like he's moving. Him and Damian, kind of, it looks risky, man. It looks like, I'm not saying y'all don't have audience attention, but it's starting to get tiring. This is why, I feel like you're pushing Aleister Black so much to replace the Damian Priest or the Drew McIntyre. So I think Drew is going to put it all on the floor. He's going to give it his best and everything. And I feel like this is why it is the number top card. That is the number one match. Last match.
The main event. You think it's the main event?
I think it is. I think that is the main event.
I think this opens the show.
Oh God.
I think this opens it. Oh no, you know what? No. If I'm opening the show, I'm using the Intercontinental match. The match that finishes Saturday night's main event is the match that we're going to be talking about on Sunday, because we're coming back at Sunday morning to talk about everything and see who was right and who was wrong. But before we move on, I want to see what Fernando says. Jacob is a success story. He says that Homelander Cody would be nice. He also says
no. Just Trish, just say you didn't see The Boys. Just say you didn't watch The Boys, and it's understandable. It's okay.
What you remember that Tyrese song?
Which one?
The one that said why you gotta act like that? Why you gotta act like that, Jess?
Just say.
I did see the Homelander the first 2 episodes of season 1. Leave me alone.
Thank you.
2 episodes, baby. We are in season 4, about to be in on the last season. Oh, baby. Make sure y'all tune in on Prime Video.
That's a cheap plug for them. Fernando says that the Austin heel turn at WrestleMania 17 and killed the business for a little while. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the time when he joined WCW, when he joined the Alliance. Yeah, that was kind of wonky. Maria says that a heel Cody can elevate the likes of LA Knight. Look!
Yeah. Ooh!
Maria!
Wow, Maria! I like you, girl.
Maria!
You need to come on the show, honestly.
Yes, Maria! Yes, I've always... Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. Ooh-wee!
Wow.
I've always said that Cody
Rhodes say that LA is going to move over to SmackDown. Leave Raw, go to SmackDown, and go for the WWE Championship. I like it.
Look. Just the reason why I like that idea so much is because I always say that LA Knight is super boring. He's super. Let me rephrase that, because anybody just watching this,
you loved him.
I do love him, but anybody watching this right now will be like, "Oh my God, LA Knight's boring." No, that's not what I'm saying. Listen to me. I've always said that LA Knight is he's super boring once he gets the title. It's like, then what? But if he had somebody like Cody Rhodes against him, I think that Cody Rhodes would be the person that would definitely be able to rip open the throat of LA Knight and to sit on his neck and poop right in his throat. I think that would be the perfect person to come for his kufi, to eat his lunch. The person that's going to say to LA Knight, "You going to eat that cornbread?" "Yeah, I'm going to eat that cornbread." If you don't know the movie reference, what's the movie reference?
I do. That's why I had to shake my head when you said it. Like, you don't want that man's cornbread.
No, I don't want nobody's cornbread.
You don't want that man's cornbread.
All right, Jess. Well, at Saturday night's main event, right, we got Tiffany Stratton. She defends her WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill in a heated rematch. Since cashing in her Money in the Bank contract on Nia Jax in January, Tiffany Stratton has dominated. She has dominated SmackDown, defeating top names like Charlotte Flair, Trish Stratus, and although she's beat Jade Cargill at SummerSlam, Jade still struck back, saving Tiffany Stratton from an attack by Julia and Kiana James before blindsiding her and demanding another shot. Now, Jade Cargill, she's out for redemption, and Tiffany Stratton's reign faces its toughest test yet. You think that Tiffany Stratton is in trouble?
What you about to ask me, Trish? You already know my answer.
What am I going to ask you? What am I going to ask you?
If you're about to ask me who I want to win, it's obvious. It's Cargill. What you mean?
Jade Cargill?
It's heel Jade. It's heel Jade. All the way.
I see that. You know, for me, I think that this is definitely Tiffany Stratton's biggest test yet. And the reason why I think it's Tiffany Stratton's biggest test to date is because Jade Cargill is the most hungry. When I'm talking about this in storyline ways, right? She's starving. Right, all she wants is a little bit of food, and she's going to eat Tiffany Stratton's food. All she wants is the opportunity because people think that she doesn't belong. Jade Cargill is standing across the ring from somebody from NXT who sparkled up to the main event, to the main roster. And Jade Cargill, with 100% all rights, she's an outsider. She wasn't built in the WWE. She was built in AEW. And people feel that Jade Cargill doesn't belong. A lot of people feel that Jade Cargill should have went to NXT. But you know what? Maybe she didn't have to go to NXT. Maybe she just needed somebody like Tiffany Stratton that she could use as a victim. Because Jade's Aurora, every entrance feels special. And she can deliver a long match. Well, can she deliver a long match on this stage?
She did it at SummerSlam.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'm going to say she did it. Did we all forget she is the queen of the ring, queen of champions right now? Did we all forget that?
You're right. She was the queen of the ring. You're right. You know
what I'm saying? And then her little feud with Bianca. Well, Naomi, when they was a tag team and the whole Naomi story happened, the girl could stay in the ring. I don't think that just a little sidebar, if y'all go on Sheamus's YouTube and actually watch one of his like workout videos, there is a Jade Cargill episode. You see how she works out. The girl doesn't get tired. She has the opportunity, but clearly being a babyface, quote unquote, was not working out for her. So I feel like if she wins, right? If she wins, then this will open up the opportunity for Bianca to come back.
Okay, so let me throw this to you then. Do you think that WWE sees Jade as the next Bianca, or is this Tiffany Stratton's moment to prove that she's the total package?
I think both could be true at the same time.
Okay, I was going to say there's two questions there.
Yeah, I think both could be true at the same time. One, I mean, Tiffany, though I'm not your biggest fan, I can appreciate you holding on to that belt for 300 days. Not many wrestlers can do that.
We'll give her a hand clap for that.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand clap. However, her run was also just as boring as Cody Rhodes.
You know, I agree. Her run, Tiffany Stratton's run, it's been nothing exciting. It's been nothing. No. It's been nothing to make me go, oh my God, Tiffany Stratton. All I've been saying is like, oh my God, it's Tiffany Stratton again. But here's my issue.
Oh, Jesus, it's Tiffy time again? Great.
Right. It's Tiffy time. Oh my God, it's bathroom time. But here's the thing that I look at, right, when it comes to the first question I asked. Does WWE see Jade as the next Bianca? No, I don't. You know what? Why two black people gotta be one and the same? Why can't
exactly.
Why can't Jade Cargill be the next Jade Cargill? Why does Jade Cargill have to be the next Bianca Belair? Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, they're both cut from two separate cloths.
Amen to that.
Two separate cloths. Granted, outside of the business, they're both athletic. They're both married to successful men, right? But I think that's where it stops. When you look inside of what they have done in the realm of pro wrestling, look, Bianca Belair, she's got a pedigree behind her. And Jade Cargill, she's a lot of catching up to do. I don't want those two women compared to be one and the same because it's not. You and me are not the same.
No, and I'm never going to compare them that way. But again, we are in the era of heroes and villains. So
as we should be.
So I feel like they will go like yin and yang, hot and cold. I think they will go great together. If Bianca, well, there's a few rumors. One that, Bianca, she remains who she is and she comes back to fight for her championship. If she does not want the heavyweight over there at Raw, right? Or I heard let's just say Tiffany does retain, okay? I heard Bianca comes back as a heel and her and Jade become one tag team.
I don't like that
as well.
I don't like that.
You don't?
No, because why they got to be the two angry black girls together?
Oh,
why?
Because they're. All right, this is not a political podcast.
Oh, my bad. We were slipping.
You ready, y'all? I was like, well, because they.
Nope. All right, hold on real quick. Who?
But Trish.
Yeah.
But you know what? But guess what?
Gimme.
On November 6th at our Stream of Mania, I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
That is my whole segment. Y'all need to be here.
You've got an hour, girl. You've got an hour.
A whole hour, and I'm going to explain to y'all bit by bit why black wrestlers, especially black women wrestlers, have been underrated and underappreciated. And it's time, and it's just time for Jade to show up and show out. This is why I personally want Jade to win. I want Jade to win for personal reasons. It's personal. It's going to be personal for me. It's personal for a lot of black women in wrestling. It's personal for Jada Parker. It's personal for Lash Legend.
I love me some Lash.
Oh my God. Legend. God, I wish she would come over to. I wish she was on the main roster. I wish. But
I can't wait for your 1 hour long in Streamomania. The calls for Streamomania are already coming in because everybody wants to be a part of Hour 5. Hour 5 is for you, the audience. It's just going to be me and you. Jess, if you want to call in, if you want to be a part of the show, call the promo hotline and leave a message as well too. Just be like, hey, my name is Jess, and tell everybody where you're calling from so that everybody knows. So I'm looking forward to having that 5th hour with everybody. I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be real tired. But if you want to be a part of Streamomania, all you have to do is just call the promo hotline. The number is 973. Let me go ahead and get the number up, right? Because I got too many numbers to remember in my head. Here is the number here. 973-826-0101. That's the number. That's it. Let's be a part of the show. Oops, sorry, Jess. Jess still drinking. What you drinking, Jess?
Good old iced coffee. I know.
Jess.
I know it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Jess.
Y'all. I know that.
Jess, hold that cup up again.
Oh. Hold on.
Hold the cup up again, Jess. Maria's from Brooklyn, so she's going to get what I'm about to say. Jess, you're drinking out of the iced tea cup. That's what he put iced tea in the Chinese restaurant, and you're drinking coffee out of the iced tea cup.
You hip. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. This is exactly what it is.
You needed your hit of caffeine.
I know it's a lot, but yes, here in the DMV, our half-to-halves come in the same cups, you guys.
Okay. So, let's see. So, Fernando says that he enjoyed Life. It's an underrated Eddie Murphy movie. Fun fact. Let me give you a fun fact right now about the movie Life. In the last scene where you see that they're sitting in Yankee Stadium, they're sitting in the old Yankee Stadium. I used to live. If I was taking the train, it's probably about a 10-minute ride from there on the train. Right, and I used to ride my bike down to Yankee Stadium when I was a teenager. I used to make 2 laps around. I used to ride down the Grand Concourse, make 2 laps around Yankee Stadium, and come back up underneath the train that you see in Life because it was less hilly. So when you see that scene when they're zooming out in Life, and you see the baseball stadium, not the field, not the Yankee Stadium, the little field, it didn't look like that. It didn't look like that. They
cleaned it up for the movie?
They planted grass. Grass doesn't really grow that well in New York City. It's usually weeds. That's a fun fact because I was living there. I ain't never seen grass. I seen patches of dirt, but
so
there was
it was turf to look like grass.
I think they could have CGI'd that. They could have CGI'd that. All right, let's go back
to the 90s. Well, we'll talk about that another day.
Look, I swear. Jade said that not Jade. Fernando says that Jade should win the women's title tomorrow and hold the belt until Bianca gets back and takes it from Jade at Mania. I like that.
Oh my God, Fernando! For once, you said something nice about Jade Cargill. Oh,
when does he ever say bad things about Jade Cargill?
He didn't Fernando? I swear, me and you was like, it was like maybe 2 episodes ago.
Could have been.
Maybe 2 episodes ago, me and Fernando was not seeing eye to eye on my girl Jade, but I'm so happy you are on my team now.
If you ask me who's going to win that day, because you already said who's going to win, Jess. If you ask me who's going to win between Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, 100%, the person that I want to win is Jade Cargill. It's Jade Cargill's time. Everybody's doubted her so much, and I'm the kind of brother that says, you know what? Why don't we just give this person the opportunity to fail? If you think that she is so bad, give her the title to either fail or succeed, right? It's going to be her legacy to tarnish or her legacy to run on with. Let's see.
You know that applies to everybody in the company, on the men's side and the women's side, because there's so much conversation about Jay.
True.
So
let's see. Maria says that Jade should have went to NXT first and should have debuted as a heel on the main roster. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Okay, now to be fair, don't y'all think that would have been unfair?
Why is that?
A little bit, because that's kind of like she's from AEW, correct?
Yes.
So she went to AEW and she's been with AEW, and then you go over here to NXT, and then what? Now you're like the next Mercedes Moné. That's not fair.
I feel 100% in my heart that she should have went to NXT. The reason why I felt that she should have went to NXT for the same exact reason that I'm about to say right now. Ricky Starks is in NXT. Ricky Starks has been wrestling. He's been wrestling a lot longer. He started his career in 2012, and Jade Cargill started hers when? Last year? Okay, I'm lying. She started hers in 2018, right? Ricky Starks wrestled for the NWA. He wrestled for AEW, and when you look at his championships, he's held the AEW Tag Team Championships one time at Big Bill. He was the FTW champion. He won the AEW World Championship Eliminated Tournament in 2022. He won the AEW Diamond Battle Royal in 2022, and he won the Men's Owen Hart Cup in 2023. Let me give you Jade Cargill's pedigree from AEW. You ready?
Yep, go ahead.
She's the one-time AEW TBS champion, and she won the AEW champion, the TBS championship tournament, and the AEW Dynamite Award. Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah. And she's one of the long runners as well. I believe one of those belts she held for like over 300 days, which is why this whole Tiffany thing is a little more than what we think it is.
She should have still went to NXT. She should have still went to NXT and made a name for herself and made him care about her. Maybe, okay, fine. Maybe the reason why she didn't go to AEW is because of the name value that she brought from AEW, the name recognition, the face recognition that she brought from AEW, that she was able to bring into WWE in the women's roster. Maybe the women's roster needed that. But other than that, I think she should have went to NXT.
Yeah, I'm going to say, and just to say the quiet part loudly.
Look, Fernando made a really good point. He said Blake Monroe beat Timeless Toni Storm for the AEW's Women's Championship, and she had to start at NXT first. So why not Jade?
Maybe, obviously Triple H sees something that nobody see, or maybe it was just timing. Maybe just Triple H got to her first. Maybe. Just maybe, like one day if it was happened to be Shawn Michaels, she might have been at NXT, maybe, but it wasn't. It was one of Triple H's people. So let's now talk chaos, because the Intercontinental Championship it's definitely morphed into 100% Total Madness. At Saturday night's main event, Dominik Mysterio must defend his Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match against Rusev and Penta. After chaos erupted in the number one contenders match when the Americano faction attacked both challengers, Raw GM Adam Pearce ruled that both men would get a title shot, leaving Dirty Dom with no escape from double trouble. Oh, we saw this coming.
Of course.
I saw this coming.
Of course.
I was watching it, and he said he had an announcement for Dominik. I literally spoke it into the I spoke it into the air. I was like, it's a three-way coming.
I tell you 100%, Jess, I know that Adam Pearce was not going to say that Dominik Mysterio was Employee of the Month, because he's far from that. Dominik Mysterio's behaved really badly.
Oh, yeah. And you don't want to, and that's one thing. If y'all watch Raw, if y'all really, truly watch Raw, that's the number one rule on Raw. Don't piss off Adam.
I mean, Adam's always pissed off. Adam needs to smoke. He needs to drink. He needs to do something. He needs to cool himself.
Y'all see him? Look, the man pops Tylenol. I see it. He probably is on some volume of Vicodin, and we don't know it.
Probably. You see,
boy,
this match, I think this match is definitely going to show further cracks in the wall of the Judgment Day, because I don't think that Dominik Mysterio has help this time. It's going to be, go let your friends help you.
Yeah. And I hope not. Oh God. Look, I'm not the big. I don't like this Grande Americano idea.
Why not?
I say, Trish, if you're about to ask me who's going to win this, that it's going to piss me off because I'm a
fine.
Penta fan.
I want you to be pissed off. Who's going to win?
Penta. In reality,
who's going to win? I'm pissing you off.
Penta. Fine. El Grande Americano. That's who.
He's not even in the match, Jess. He's not even in the match.
Doesn't matter. Dominik is one of those little snaky little weasels, little slimy little thing. So I know he probably talking to them, and look, here we go. Okay, Dominik calls the Grand Americanos, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Judgment Day is tired of the BS.
Okay.
So they come out and get rid of the Grandes, and Penta wins. Boom.
I don't see Dominik Mysterio walking out of there with the championship. I see something, maybe something as simple as, what if the Judgment Day stops the Americanos? What if they don't attack them, but what if they lock them in their locker room or something like that? You know, that would make sense.
Like that.
So now that Dom has to do it all by himself. But you know, I see that Rusev is very dominant right now in the WWE. So if he wins the championship, the question is going to be who's next. Who's next? If Penta wins it, it's going to feel real nice. I could see Penta being maybe a transitional champion. But you know what? This would be the perfect way to transfer the title from a heel to a heel, right? And to keep Dominik strong, Dominik never has to take the pin. So Rusev could be the person that wins the match, and he could pin Penta, and then Dom could just run away and just say, hey, well, you know what? They never beat me. That's a story that he could run away with. Why not Rusev? Rusev's came back to the WWE and done some really good things in the WWE. I think that Rusev has done much better in the WWE than he has in his time in AEW. I think in AEW is still trying to figure out its identity at the time. And, you know, I just think a lot of wrestlers were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But I think that right now, that Rusev, he's in the right place at the right time. And I think that's just his time. And if you ask me who's going to win, I'm going to hang my hat on Rusev.
Okay, I'm not mad at it because I mean, Rusev is he's a little bit boring to me. Not as a wrestler, his character's a little boring.
But he
crushed as a wrestler. Sheesh.
But he crushed.
That thing that he had, that thing that he had with Sheamus, I was like, whoo, this is brutal.
So
honestly, I want Sheamus to have his turn again. Honestly, but another day.
Maria says that Penta's winning that IC championship. Fernando says that Dom retains tomorrow and loses the IC championship to Cena at Survivor Series. He says that Cena never held the Intercontinental title. He's right.
Who?
John Cena's never held it.
John
Cena's never held the Intercontinental champion. Neither has AJ Styles. I think that, oh God, I don't want to really go off into a tangent.
So I'm about to say, so are we going to just bring back the whole Dominik versus AJ Styles again? Are we going to do that again?
Well, no.
Well, we don't have to because he's a tag team champion now.
But here's how I see this whole entire thing going, right? There's not enough time to build up a story if you're going to have this last match with John Cena, we have less than a month. Maybe John Cena doesn't need the Intercontinental Championship. But where I'm looking at, and I'm just, hold on, Jess.
Oh, shit. It's tinfoil time, y'all.
All right. So where I think this whole entire thing is going, I can't see this going any other way, but if I was booking, I'm booking to John Cena's last match, right? Okay. John Cena does not need the Intercontinental Championship. He's already had 17 championships, world championships inside the WWE, not counting all the other mid-card and tag team championships that he's had. He doesn't need it. Give him the match, right, at Survivor Series. But the person who needs to be in John Cena's final match is, I'm not going to tell you yet. Here's how this happens. John Cena is going to come out there and he is just going to stand there. And he's going to say, I've been here for 20 plus years and I've wrestled probably anybody that wants to be anybody. Anybody that wants me right now, come out and see me. And then it's I'm getting goosebumps, golly. And then all of a sudden, it's just quiet and everybody's looking towards the entrance to see who comes out. And you know what everybody's going to hear?
Can you smell? No.
they're going to hear, you think you know me? And an Edge is going to come out. That is the final match.
I want that so bad.
That is the final match.
But Edge keeps saying, no, I'm not coming back to the WWE.
He's not going to tell you that he's coming back. He's not going to say that. That's what's going to make everybody watch this Saturday night's main event. If Edge comes back the next Saturday night's main event, which is next month in December. No, right? It's almost November, right? One day from November.
Yeah, but
when Edge that is going to go down as the greatest WWE Saturday night's main event match ever. Edge can still go, but the only reason that he probably wouldn't say yes is fine. Yeah, maybe he's doing the movie that he's doing, the thing that you watch, Jesse. I know you watch a lot of them things on TV.
Percy Jackson also on Disney Plus. Make sure you tune in.
But you got Edge doing Percy Jackson, right? But Edge is still in shape, so he doesn't have to get in shape, right? So now it just needs to be a negotiation between between WWE and AEW. WWE said that they're open for business. Okay, so how is it that's going to be a way for both people, WWE and AEW, to make sure that they both get their itches itched? And I'm going to tell you this right now. I am going to make, along with Jess, where there's going to be another episode about who is going to finish John Cena. That sounds weird. Who's going to finish John Cena?
I was about to ask that because I was like, we needed to truly break this down and have a conversation because
it changes all the time.
You know, because I'm thinking about it. Has John wrestled Roman yet? Ever?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Ever?
Yes.
They did? Oh,
yes.
never mind. Okay.
I think he wrestled him as the Shield.
Oh, no, but as tribal chief Roman Reigns.
No, that matters. It happened already. There's no, I don't think if it's not Edge, it has to be somebody in the business because John Cena is a fan of pro wrestling and he believes in the old schoolness of it. If he's going to leave, all the stuff that John Cena has done since he's come back, since he's talked about his retirement, it's been very selfless. John Cena was talking about he's going to ruin the wrestling business. Even when he was ruining the wrestling business, he was still making pro wrestling great. Right? Yeah. He was still leaving the business better than when he found it because he did great things for Cody. He did great things for R-Truth or Ron Killings. I don't know where he at. That's another episode, right? But if it's not Edge, Adam Copeland, Cope, I don't know. His mama call him Cope? I guess I'll call him Cope.
His mama called him Edge for me, so I'm calling him Edge.
So I think that if it's not Edge, it has to be somebody in the WWE that can truly benefit from a win over John Cena. Gunther, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But it has to be somebody.
We talked about Chris Jericho last week.
Talked about Chris Jericho too. But you know what? We'll keep the toothpaste tube we'll keep the toothpaste in the toothpaste tube. Let's see. Maria says that Gunther or Braun Breaker should be John Cena's last match. I agree with the Braun Breaker side. Maria also says Maria and Fernando both love Percy Jackson. Look at that. Jess, maybe y'all could do a watch along together and y'all could be like, hey, did you watch Percy Jackson? And I don't know, one day.
Yeah, I mean, right now, look, just a little sidebar. It is November. We are in the fall season. We're in the fall seasons of shows. So it's going to be. Hey, listen.
I know.
When the Yap This Chair is coming soon, we're going to be talking about all of it.
I know what that means. That's fall season coming soon. I don't know. It's already
fall
cold outside.
Seasons. Yeah, Stranger Things coming out next month. Poor thing. Guess you didn't watch that either.
Yeah, I watched the first season. Leave me alone, Jess.
God, I don't know. Maybe look, I don't know. This is why I don't sleep because I sit and watch TVs all day.
Oh, okay. So when I send you the co-host brief at 1 a.m., you're up.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that. Well, it's like I'm up, but I'm like dozing off. So,
because I normally send Jess a co-host brief.
And he ain't telling the truth. He don't send it at 1. He sends it at 3.
Sometimes at 3 a.m.
in the morning.
Look, people don't understand. I was telling somebody today that people don't understand all the work it takes to run a YouTube channel. I'm not just sitting here and just talking out of my butt cheeks for an hour, right? I'm coming here with some kind of sense, and I know what I'm talking about, so that we have a direction. Right, I know what questions I have an idea of what questions I'm gonna ask or how the flow of the thing is gonna do, and sometimes things just happen. I gotta create the thumbnails. I fantasize about other things because the channel is growing. Something is coming and happening to the Tristen Law Show, and you're gonna be able to hear about it on Streamomania. Streamomania starts at 6, but next Thursday, Streamomania starts at 6. Damn. But for those of the people that are curious or they're new here, you know, if they tune into Streamomania at 3 p.m., there's going to be a live stream at 3 p.m. It ain't going to be live. It's going to be a stream. But you're going to be able to see some of the greatest moments of the show. And that's all going to be leading up to 6 p.m. when it's going to be me. Then it's going to be me and Jess. Then it's going to be me, Jess, and Cheyenne. Then it's going to be me and Cheyenne. Then it's going to be me and you. That's what we're working towards here. The Tristen Law Show is growing, and I stay up late at night thinking about this and making this thing grow. Because look, y'all, I promised a lot of people that I want them to quit their jobs, and I can't be going to bed early if they can't quit their jobs. I want to have a place to where we can all sit down and be like, you know what, Jess and Tristen and Cheyenne, they're gonna be there, you know, at doing a live show, doing SummerSlam weekend. You know what? We want to go, and you want to bring all your friends. And I want to be like, hey, Maria, you know, maybe we could do something even at the time that, you know, people could, you know, pass around the microphone and, you know, people could voice their opinions live like they do here.
That would be fun.
That would be really fun. Love that. Instead of us just talk, because I hate going to things and we just talk at people. No, what we're going to do is we're going to probably pass around the microphone and you guys can voice your opinions just like you do here. But that's why I'll be up late. I don't got no time for no Percy Jackson. I don't got no time for no Stranger Things. I don't got no time for doing some strange things for no change. I'm out here trying to grow this baby.
My YouTube is about the stuff on TVs and movies, y'all. Don't let Trish turn you away from the Apton's chair where we talk about stuff that's
no. Go to the Apton's chair. Go to the Apton's chair, 100%. You know what? I'm even going to watch. I'm going to watch. But speaking about watching, this brings us to the match that's got the internet losing their mind. The match that I'm talking about CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. At Saturday night's main event, CM Punk faces Jey Uso for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk originally earned his title shot by defeating Jey Uso and LA Knight in a triple threat match, but after Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed injured the champion Seth Rollins, the title was vacated. The following week, Jey Uso won a Battle Royal to claim the second contender spot. And now Punk and Jey Uso collide.
That's the first match. That's the last match.
You think so?
That's the last match.
But you see, I think now Punk and Jey Uso, they're going to collide to crown the new champion, but only one can walk out with the gold. Who is it going to be?
Trish,
let me take off the tinfoil hat.
This one don't make me choose. Because
No, you're choosing. You're choosing. If everybody else in the chat gets to choose, you have to choose as well, too. And don't forget that we'll be back at Sunday around noontime to talk about everything that's happened on Saturday night's main event. You know what, Jess? I want you to choose, but I'm going to give you a break. I'm
like, I can't.
You don't have to choose now. You got about 30 seconds. Thursday, live like never before. It's Streamomania. 5 hours, 5 blocks, 1 pro wrestling super stream. WWE, AEW, TNA. Nothing's off limits. Hour 1, I'm kicking things off solo. Hour 2, Jess the Yapton. She joins me to talk women in pro wrestling. Hour 3, a debate you don't want to miss. Hour 4, our main event feature. And Hour 5, I'm closing it down. After dark, one-on-one with you. It's live, it's raw, and it may never happen again. Don't miss the first ever Streamomania, Thursday, November 6th, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. in the UK. Live and only on YouTube. All right, so we're back here on the Tristen Law Show. We talked about Drew, we talked about Cody, we're talking about Saturday night's main event. We're getting you ready for Saturday night's main event. Before we left, if you're just joining us, I gave Jess a question, and Jess doesn't like to choose. Jess likes to straddle the fence, and Jess doesn't want to answer the question. So the question that we're asking Jess right now is, who is going to be the person that wins? Is it going to be Jey Uso, or is it going to be CM Punk? Jess, the floor is now yours.
First of all, Trish, I am just a girl. Thank you very much. Sometimes I can be indecisive, just like I'm indecisive about my food sometimes. Okay?
Look. You see, y'all see what Jess just did? Jess is trying to say, oh, because I'm pretty and because I'm a girl, I could be indecisive. Let me give you the buzzer. Get your life together,
so,
Jess. Get your life together.
So dirty. Oh,
Get your life together and stop stalling. Who is going to win, CM Punk or Jey Uso?
Main event, Jey Uso. Fine. Since you want me to just go ahead and just choose.
Yep.
I'm going to choose. I'm going to stay loyal. I'm going to stay loyal.
Okay.
To Jey Uso. However, CM Punk deserves it more.
What you said? No, Jess, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No,
you straddled the fence
you
again.
Told me to choose.
You straddled the fence again. Chat. Is Jess straddling the fence? Yes or no?
Now you're gonna make them vote if I'm
Jess, you're straddling the fence. You said, well, sorry, let me use my woman voice. Let me give you a lot of respect. Well, I want main event Jey Uso to win, but CM Punk deserves it. No, you can't choose both. You chose both. Try again, Jess.
All right. I'm gonna be serious for y'all.
Okay, time. Fine. Be serious. There you go.
I'm gonna be for real. As much as I do want Jey Uso to win, I want CM Punk to win it more. I'm so serious because just because of what happened, I was right there. That was SummerSlam? Yes. No?
Yes. When you were in your bed, watching it, drinking your wine.
Yes, I was drinking my wine and I am enjoying watching and he held that title so close. He even made me tear. I'm clapping, cheering. What happened? Burn it down and everything in my body fell out and I got so pissed off. So I want this redemption. This is great. A redemption from CM Punk would be wonderful. Now, here's my con about it.
No, Jess. No. You can't move further yet. Here? You can't move further yet, Jess. Let me ask you the question, Jess. I want you to say blank. In the blank, I want you to fill in the blank with the name, and I want you to say blank is going to win.
I said it. I said CM Punk is going to win. I did. I'm just wondering what would I'm thinking about in the future. This is one Saturday main event, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about in the future what's going to happen for WrestleMania, for the Super Bowl of wrestling.
Well, we still got to get to the Rumble first. We still got to get to Survivor Series.
Okay, let's get to the Rumble first. What's going to happen? Where can the story go if CM Punk wins? It will be a great ending for the redemption, but where would it go after that? Now, you give it to Jimmy. You give it to Jay. We know we talked about it last week about how the story could be about, Jimmy feels a little, sidestepped. Jimmy feels out of place. Jimmy has been playing the hero and all his family members are holding titles or doing things in the industry except Jimmy. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, so for Jay to win, it will be a whole brother versus brother storyline. I'm all about the stories.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about where would it go? I want CM Punk to win to end the story. And then when Seth comes back, boom, we could do that all over again.
So when I'm looking at this whole entire story, right, and you're asking me who's going to win, I'm not going to tell you who yet. But Swan-Christopher is here. He says that he hopes Cody loses. And he said for him it'll be a perfect weekend if Cody loses. I am mad at him.
Not mad at all right. I'm not mad at that.
Maria says that Punk wins. Fernando says, "What's up, Swan?" Swan says, "Christopher Swan." Swan-Christopher says, "Yeet."
Thank you.
Fernando says though that he doesn't want either of these two to be the world champion, but since these are my options, Punk wins. We already saw Jay as champion, and it'll be very mid and boring. Fernando and Maria feel that, Jess, that you were playing the fence a little bit. We're not going to go into it. We're moving on. But let me tell you this. I am not going to straddle the fence. You guys know that I am going to give you my honest opinion, and let me tell you who is going to win that match.
Go ahead, Trish. Tell him.
None of them.
Oh, God.
The goosebumps.
Disrupt this?
My beard is like standing out to the side. Look, I love pro wrestling so much, and I just love the story. And it's when I think about pro wrestling, I just get goosebumps so badly.
Yeah, because
if that match is the main event
right now, like
if that match is the main event, okay. I'm talking about Jey Uso versus CM Punk.
Okay.
None of them are going to win.
Okay.
The reason why I say that none of them are going to win is because Braun Breaker still want to go in there, because Braun Breaker was supposed to be in the Battle Royal match. We've already seen Braun Breaker as the champion. He was holding the belt. We've already seen the image of him as the champion, right? So now Braun Breaker
disqualification.
Braun Breaker's going to say, you know what? It ain't fun if all the homeboys can't get none, and I want some. So what's going to happen is that as much as we want, the story going into this is that we want CM Punk to win. But the question that we ask ourselves is, well, you know, Jey Uso got a 31-day win or whatever it was, a title reign. Will he get to have it again? Well, you know what? Either way, there's going to be positive emotions in it, even though some people feel that Jey Uso will be a little bit mid, which I agree, right? But I think that the whole entire thing is that it's WWE is going to edge us. It's still almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to behave how I talk. But you know what? They're going to edge us just a little bit and not give it to us right away. I think that if they have Bronson Breaker and Bronson Reed come out there and just straight up mollywop both of them and leave them laying and hold the championship and walk out with the championship, I think that's going to be a better picture to start Monday Night Raw with than having CM Punk or Jey Uso win. Because you know what? We still don't have a match. Adam Pearce is going to be forced to put Braun Breaker in that match. Because you know what? It would have been easy to put Braun Breaker in the Battle Royal and just make him win. It's way easy, right? And then have him show up at Saturday night's main event just to have Punk beat him or to have Jey Uso beat him? No. If you want, if Braun Breaker, everybody agrees that Braun Breaker is undeniable. You can't deny Braun Breaker. Then you know what? He's going to make sure that he's in the picture. He is going to make sure, along with his big brother Bronson, and his old pappy Paul, they're all going to conspire together to ensure that what is going to happen is that the person that walks out with the championship is going to be none of them. And that's my hot take.
You know what? And that is a very good hot take. I can see that happening. That's going to piss a lot of us off, but opens it back up for LA Knight again.
It does.
I'm just saying.
It does. It adds another name into the whole thing. And I know that we're almost up against it. We're almost done here. But the thing that I want to say is this as well, too, is that Braun Breaker, he's unpredictable. There's going to be a time that Paul Heyman won't be able to hold him on the leash anymore. And there's going to be one person that's going to save Paul Heyman. It's going to be Brock Lesnar. I say that. It's coming.
Absolutely.
It's coming.
It's out there.
That's how we get the Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. I said it.
Oh, yeah. I either said that or we're going to get something stupid like, you know, the fight for Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns. What you said? Not Braun Breaker. No, yeah, Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns, and then Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
The fight for Paul. Fight for Paul.
Right,
whatever.
Put Paul in a pole match. All right, so real quick, let's go through this, Jess. Cody versus Drew. Who's going to win?
Drew.
I say Cody. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Who's going to win?
Jade.
I say Jade. Rey Mysterio. Dom Mysterio versus Penta versus Rusev for the IC Championship. Who's going to win that one?
Penta.
I say Rusev. CM Punk versus Jey Uso. Who's going to win? She's on the fence again. Jesus Christ.
I was like, damn.
Jesus Christ. She's on the fence.
Not for real. Yeet, Jey Uso.
Okay, I say none of them. I want to thank Fernando. I want to thank Christopher Swan. Swan-Chris. I want to thank Maria, and I want to thank everybody else that watched. Jess and I will be back on Sunday about noon. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Don't make us be your little dirty secret. Streamer Mania's coming on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. in the UK. This is the Tristen Law Show. I'm Tristen Law. She's Jess the Captain. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning to see who was right, to see who made the proper predictions, and to see if you were right. And we're going to talk about all here live on the Tristen Law Show. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Flashing red lights, driving at night.